Ladies and gentlemen, advocates of the sacred way of the initiate, I, Maitreya, come to initiate you in light, in love, and within your divine presence to a new walk with God, a sublime walk, a mystical walk, that which will lead you ultimately to the source of perfection, the fount of pure harmony and beingness. As your Maitreya, I emanate loving kindness through this initiatic path to every devotee whose primary purpose is to seek God in all things, in all people, in all places, and especially and reverently within the heart. When you are in accord with divine purpose, light emanates through you. When you are true to principles, precepts, and holy values that we of the Universal White Brotherhood promulgate, it is our joy to welcome you into our circle of communion and fellowship, our sacred brother-sisterhood of light, whereby you may feel through this accord and inner peace the sanctity of this path, the light that is born in all realms by this presence that you enter into of holiness, of divine purpose, of blessedness. Those who would be initiated are those who have surrendered the lesser self in order to accommodate fully the higher self within themselves. And if you count yourself one of these, then welcome to our higher abode of light, both in the Himalayas, here in Livingston, Montana, and wherever devotees gather in this circle of oneness to perform the alchemy of love and givingness through prayer and meditation, through silence and invocation, through song and sharing, through mindfulness and mirth. You see, blessed ones, there are many avenues of expression through which God reveres his own and raises them in the very living and vital presence of his beingness. And when you enter in with a spirit of congeniality, of understanding, there is a hastening of your soul to the higher realms of light, whereby you may feel a greater connectivity each moment with the divine realms, the pure land of the Buddhas, where we abide in spirit to coax mankind through kindness to a new life of oneness. Truly, it is a time of peril in many places around the world. And yet, Has it always been such in some way through many ages, where the forces of darkness lash out at that which they may not fully control? For their control is only within the footstool kingdom of materiality, and they may never in any way control the lives, the hearts, the minds of the initiates, whose purpose is to serve the one God and to love all life and all realms as God loves the creation itself. Therefore, fear not what you see manifesting in many areas around the globe in this hour. Put your trust, faith, hope, and acceptance in the divine plan and in the initiatic path set before you as a conscious one to walk in, fully clothed in light, fully bathed in spiritual fire, fully ensconced in that higher reality of pure light, pure love, pure beingness. Do not succumb to the temptation to lower your gaze into the astral realms, for they will attempt to hook you into an identity outside of the pure source of light in the heaven worlds, dearest ones. See clearly that which is pure, divine, beneficent. And in this clear seeing, you raise your awareness, your consciousness to the highest heights of God reality, the most sublime realms of pure God identity. A new life awaits each of you if you choose this higher walk with us. And that new life will spring forth day by day through many avenues of opportunity and expression that you may lovingly enter into to perfect your gifts of the Spirit, your offerings to the one eternal God. Truly, those who have modeled a life of compassionate loving and giving of self fully to the one supreme deity have been those whom mankind have looked to for guidance, for wisdom, and for the true teaching of light. You may find surcease from all manner of inner and outer distresses by listening deeply to the words of the Logos as it is expressed through the Ascended Master teachings, through this movement and those whom we have sponsored. By dispensation, by grace, to leave our legacy of truth through the ages. Now it is up to you as initiates to perform alchemy, to invest your soul's light, your spiritual fire, and work within this advocacy of beingness and truth. We, the Buddhas, emanate the love, wisdom frequencies that when drunk in, accepted, assimilated, will work for you day by day toward your ultimate illumination and enlightenment. Glory in God through the gifts of the Spirit that you receive from our altars, and be for all a compassionate heart, a divine example of grace, of constancy, and of love. Now 1,000 Buddhas hum the mantras of the One throughout the world, in answer to your prayers given thus far during this 24-hour cascading vigil. And there is an increase in the radiant field of beingness and the antakarana of light around the world through this toning of the Om, the Mani Padme Hum, with that Om, and other sacred tonings of light. And there is a response from Alpha and Omega to this action, whereby light is increased. The radiant field is highlighted during this cycle to provide a new impetus for peace, prosperity, and the resolution of conflict everywhere. Our rays work, dearest ones. I have adjured you to stay within my ray. Have you consciously done so of late? And will you make that self-affirmation to maintain presence through thick and thin, through war and peace, through conflict and accommodation of brotherhood? If so, then I am your Buddha of the hour, and I will work for you as an initiate, behind the scenes, in many realms, alchemically, to assist you in your own enlightenment and ultimate freedom. With joy in my heart, I greet every devotee with mindful mirth and love, love, love.